Hello and welcome to part 2 of the 2018 Tuner's Edge GTR Challenge. Now it's time for the Motorsports Mechanical 8-second club. This is where the big hitters play, records are broken, and all the top tuning shops want their name on the leaderboard. 6 cars from 3 workshops have already ran into the 8s, and this year 2 more workshops join the club, and the outright record gets broken twice. Let's check out the cars and take a look at the action. The first of our 8-second club members, and new for this year, is the Goliath R33 from Just Engine Management. The car uses an RD28 block with a Nitto Performance Engineering 3.2 litre stroker kit with a GDX 55 strapped to the side. Hypertune inlet, Platinum Racing Products R35 coil pack kit, and Haltech Elite 2500 ECU helped the car churn out a monumental 1,475 horsepower on 57 psi. Nitrous helps get it onto the converter, and a Turbo 400 auto box puts the power to the Mickey Thompson Street R tyres. The car was finished less than 2 weeks before the event and ran an 8.8 first time out at the track, but split a bore. The boys grouped together and managed to have the block semi-grout filled and re-sleeved with an empty block ready for assembly Friday morning of day 1. They then worked all day and all night to get the car to Cootamundra on Saturday morning for day 2. No wonder the first run was just a low power test hit and still good enough for a 9.3. The power was turned up for the second run, but that one didn't quite go to plan. On their third run, they joined the 8-second club, with Kyle from 1320 Video coming along for the ride.
Good. Just enough runway.
Just enough, eh? Yeah, ecstatic, over the moon at the moment. So we put a lot of effort in to get there, and yeah, we finally did it. That's it. We can only go quicker now, I suppose, if it holds together. So we're happy. I haven't slept much. I'm a bit fried when it comes to dates, but we arrived here at 5:15 this morning. It came off the dyno last night at midnight, and we fired it up last night at about 11:15, and that was Friday night, and it was a bare block at Friday midday.
Felt that she was moving.
Yeah.
She moved, without a doubt.
Everyone yelled out, you need to kick Kyle out now and do a decent number.
All right, so Kyle's out.
That was the reason I ran at 8. I got the traction on this
He
time.
kept it straight.
Oh, it was ballast on the left to keep it straight, like, you know, like on a big boat.
That's right.
33.
Yeah. Good one.
The next workshop to join the 8-second club is the category sponsor, Motorsports Mechanical. After dramas last year at Cooter and then running a 7.9 at the track, Mick MANSOUR was more determined than ever to get into the 8s at Cootamundra. The R33 still uses the RB30 billet block with Nitto Performance Engineering 3.2 litre stroker kit and Platinum Performance Products brace, but he's ditched the twin turbos and gone for a single Garrett GTX 55. The engine bay is filled with Hypertune gear and uses a Haltech Elite 2500 ECU along with a Platinum Performance Products trigger kit, 40 psi sees over 1,200 horsepower, which is fed through the Turbo 400 gearbox to Mickey Thompson's Street R tyres. The first pass on day one was accidentally in two-wheel drive, which made it highly entertaining. On his second pass, Mick did it and joined the 8-second club at Cootamundra. .880 is pretty good, mate. You guys, what's the goal for this weekend?
Run a low 8, lower than that. We'll see how we go.
We're pretty happy with that first up.
Obviously.
Hey, bro. You're into the 8s, buddy.
Brother, this is just the beginning. If I have to put on something to fix it, we'll come back. See you in a couple of minutes.
Mick had 2 more runs on day one and was only able to go slightly quicker with an 8.819, but faster with 164 miles per hour.
Oh, he looked like a cyclone. Cyclone Mick, they call that one. Oh, my car started to run by itself for some reason. People were running away, and I seen tents flying. But yeah, it's normal. It's normal at Cootamundra. It's Saturday. Temperature's all right. Tim Bailey with the weather. Temperature should be about 21 degrees today. Track's a little bit wet still. Should be getting better. So we ran at 881 yesterday. We pedalled it 3 times. Today we're hoping for 860. Just hold on to it a bit harder and just hope we don't end up on the grass.
For his first run on Saturday, Mick threw Kyle from 1320 Video into the car for his quickest quarter-mile ride along ever.
What do you got to say, Kyle?
You're not supposed to use both lanes.
Nah, look, when you got to use it, you got to use it.
That's the quickest anyone's ever been a passenger at Cootamundra. It was an 886. 886?
What did I say to you before we left? We're going to run an 886. Let's do it.
Good work.
Mick ran another 8-second pass before he got his PB on the final run. Mick's goal was to move into third outright at Cootamundra, and his 8.7 second run secured it for him. An epic achievement for the guys from Motorsports Mechanical. The big showdown was once again between MAATOUK Racing and Croydon Racing Developments, with Anthony MAATOUK at the wheel of NEISH's King 32 and Robert Margin at the wheel of Jun 2. The guys went at it last year, with NEISH and King 32 coming away with the quickest time of 8.462, while Rob was the fastest with 182 miles per hour. With the fierce headwinds this year, the mile per hour record looked unlikely to fall, but the ET record was there for the taking. Jun 2 was sporting a totally new looking engine bay filled with hypertune goodies, although the RD28 with Nitto 3.2 litre stroker crank, Platinum Performance Products brace and CRD race ported head remained. A mechanical fuel pump was added though. The Precision 91mm Pro Mod Turbo pumps out over 45 psi to produce over 1500 horsepower on pump E85. Rob was the first to hit the track on day one, but the first couple of passes didn't go to plan, with the runway not able to hold the power. NEISH's King 32 has a similar setup, but uses an RB30 block with a Nitto Performance Engineering 3.2 litre stroker and uses a Haltech Elite 2500 ECU. The same Precision Pro Mod 91mm turbo means the car also makes over 1500 wheel horsepower. Having gone 741 and 190 miles per hour at the track, the champ has the goods to get the job done. But like Jun 2, couldn't put it down on the first run. On his second run, Anthony stormed to the top of the leaderboard and was only 0.02 of a second off his existing record.
8:48.
Not a bad start.
That's a pretty good start for a warm-up.
That's wrong. You know that, eh? You're dreaming. But anyway, God bless you. Thank you.
The CRD crew managed to get a handle on things a little better with Jun 2, and Rob was able to put down a couple of 8.7 second passes in a row. Anthony came out for one final run for the day, but popped a shim in the deep end, meaning the car didn't go as quick and some repairs would be needed overnight.
King 32 made it to the second day. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen because we're staying right next to the hotel, and last night at like 1 in the morning, you're giving your head a bath at the hotel.
Yeah, well, you and I both weren't sure if it was going to make it back today, but with the team we've got and the dedication we have to give our customers what they ask for, we've got no choice but to come back and give them the best.
That's amazing. What happened yesterday? Why did you have to fix it?
What happened yesterday, we had a little miscounter and it unbuzzed the engine, over boosted and popped a shim, and that bent the valve.
But nothing you're not used to fixing. Easy fix in the
bathtub.
bathtub.
As you know, what we went through last year, we're only going to go harder this year. So, and Head came down from Sydney, gave it a bit of a bath, warm water, a bit of soap.
Beautiful.
Loves it.
Ready for some racing.
Yeah, ready
Give
for
it
some
a bath.
racing.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Well, good luck today.
That's the trick. You'll see.
Day 2 of racing saw Jun 2 hit the track first. Rain overnight meant the track wasn't as good, and the first run was a bit messy. Anthony then brought out King 32 for a test hit, as the new head on the car was different to the previous one and the tune required some adjustment. But there's no dynos in Cootamundra, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. The CRD team made some more adjustments, and Rob came back out and set his PB for the weekend and started to show some potential. Rob had a couple more attempts before solo runs finished, but couldn't go any quicker. With the solo runs finished up and the MAATOUK's Racing drag battle shootout underway, the guys would have to do a record attempt while racing. Even better, in the first round, the guys would have to do it by going head-to-head, giving us the biggest grudge match of all time at Cootamundra. The guys agreed that regardless of the green light, they wouldn't go until both cars were ready. Jun too may have got the jump and then got a little out of shape, but it didn't matter.
Guess what the time was? What? 8:38.
Yeah, number one, mother.
Yeah. Hey, record, how you feeling?
Thanks, guys.
With a win in the biggest grudge match in Cootamundra history and a new record under their belt, the MAATOUK's team went out again in the second round to try and go quicker.
Another record.
Thanks, bro.
You weren't trying to win that race, were you? You just wanted to run a number, right?
100%.
King 32 suffered a drivetrain failure at the end of the run, but reset the record once again with an 8.372. That makes the MAATOUK's racing team with King 32 the winners of the Tuner's Edge GTR Challenge for 2018. All right, Anthony MAATOUK every year says he's coming to win, and that's it. And you've delivered, mate. Not only did you win GTR Challenge this year, you set the record again twice. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. And to Nate, who owns the car. What do you got to say, Anthony?
God bless you. We hate you sometimes, but then we always love you. We have to always get you. We try our hardest to do what we do, and yeah, we come up top.
Nate, last night you guys had some big repairs. Did anyone sleep?
No, no one did. He's lying. He's lying. He was sleeping. We were working. He was sleeping.
Mate, when you came in today and you saw what the track was like and you had your first test pass on the first day, did you think with all the wind and everything going on, did you even think it would be possible to get into the 8.3s?
Everything's possible, man. With boost. You get the car set up right, the car has to work. It's got no choice.
Well, I said there would be money for winner, money for setting a record, so it's all there for you, mate. Got your cash, got your trophy. Bring it on, bro.
Took money off Andrew. Take note, please take note. Andrew's paying MAATOUK's.
Dude, once again, mate, take that trophy, get it in there.
Donate it to the Children's Hospital from MAATOUK's.
There you go, guys. How's that? What a perfect way to end the weekend. $1,000 donation, prize money going straight to the children's hospitals. Perfect, man. Perfect. At the end of the weekend, this is how the leaderboard looked for the Motorsports Mechanical 8-Second Club. And this is how our overall leaderboard now looks. Almost the entire top 10 are into the 8s. MAATOUK's Racing stay on top with King 32 as the quickest, and half of the top 10 are MAATOUK's Racing built monsters. A mega impressive feat. CRD with Jun 2 stay in second place, and their speed from 2017 still the fastest. MICK MANSOUR put Motorsports Mechanical and the MSM GTR R33 into third place outright. Just Engine Management joined the club and bring the total amount of workshops into the 8s to 5. Aaron from Precision Automotive Racing, oh so close to an 8, is the only R35 in the group. The big question now is what will happen next year. With some more runway works in the pipeline and car setups getting bigger and the rivalries getting fiercer, no doubt the leaderboard will have another shake-up in 2019. Until then, stay tuned for our B2R Motorsports RH9 Club coverage coming next, the CRD 10-second club, and the MAATOUK's Racing GTR Drag Battle Shootout to round out our 2018 Tuner's Edge GTR Challenge coverage.